Alpha Chrome Yayo here, lead composer on Promise Mascot Agency, the hottest open-world mascot management crime drama you'll play this year, or ever. I've been making a bunch of videos going into a bit of detail about the soundtrack, how I created this music, the weird and wonderful instruments I've used, and the fantastic records and movies that have inspired me. This time I want to talk about a track that's really important to me and is also a definite fan favourite too. It's Promises Lost, Promises Found, featuring one of my very favourite singers, Nas. Here's a taste. I loved writing this track, and I'll talk more about that in a bit, but the beating heart and soul of it comes from Nas's incredible vocal performance, full of luscious stacked harmonies and lullaby tones. So here's Nas to tell you a bit more about it herself.
Hi everyone, I'm Nas. Promise Mascot Agency で BGM を歌わせていただいております、ノズと申します。皆さん、この曲はもう聴いていただけましたでしょうか？この曲はコンポーザーであるアルファクロームヤヨ氏が手掛けた世界観あふれる最高にエモい曲となっております。主人公ミチと相棒ピンキーがたくさんのマスコットたちと出会い、それぞれの個性や強さを見つけて困難に打ち勝っていくというメッセージがあります。過疎町で弾かれ者のマスコットたちの背景や裏側、そしてその思いも感じてもらえると思いますので、ぜひたくさん聴いて一緒に口ずさんでみてください。歌詞の中にかわいいピンキーというフレーズがあるんですけれども、このピンキーの語尾がちょっと上がってるんですよね。私もニコニコしながらレコーディングをさせていただきました。最後まで聞いてくださいましてありがとうございます。Thank you for listening. ノズでした。Bye bye.
Thanks, Nas. I feel super lucky to have worked with you on this track and to know you as a person. Nas was our first choice for the singer, and I'm so glad she said yes, because honestly, there's nobody else on the planet better suited to this track. So my number one priority was giving Nas's awesome vocals room to breathe, and she absolutely nailed it. But where did the track come from? Well, I mentioned before that it's really important to me to shout out my influences. So let's dive into some of the records that really helped get my brain juices flowing. First up, I listened to a lot of Kaiokyoka classics, a sound born in the mid-Showa era. It's a genre that, like Enka, is steeped in emotion, but it has a bit more of a pop flavour. So artists like Meiko Kaji. You might know her from movies like Lady Snowblood, which is one of my personal favourites, and she also sings on the theme song for the movie Shuro no Hana or Flower of Carnage. It absolutely rips. I also dug deep into music by artists like Sachiko Kobayashi and Aki Yashiro. I love the tasteful arrangement of these songs. They're spine-tingling and compositionally engaging, with all the instruments serving to lift up the vocals, which are always the beating heart of these pieces, and that's exactly what was needed for Promises Lost, Promises Found. Next, a shout out to Angelo Badalamenti's timeless Twin Peaks score. In early meetings with Kaizen Gameworks, Twin Peaks was brought up a lot as a core influence. We're all big fans of the series and the soundtrack, both of which are overflowing with the same creepy warmth found in Promise Mascot Agency. I especially love the pieces with Julie Cruz. These lavish, tender, almost lullabies. Again, like Promise Mascot Agency, they're born out of small-town strangeness and those sweet snatches of hope against hardship. And from a production point of view, the vocal treatment was also a big influence on Promises Lost, Promises Found. That dreamlike pop sound that's simultaneously rich and tangible, but a little otherworldly with a liminal edge. Lastly, writing with Nas's voice in mind, of course I listened to everything that she has released. And it's all pure magic. I especially recommend her track Moon Sings. It's one of my favourite pieces of music ever, and I listen to it a lot in my garden, looking up at the night sky. Alright, so let's get into the making of this track. I mean, when Nas agreed to do vocals, I pretty much started writing straight away, keeping those influences at the back of my brain, building out some rough ideas, and trying to imagine how Nas's voice would sit in the track. First things first, I started with this weird kind of organ progression. And then layered in some cool koto strums. I really like it. It's sort of spiky and edgy with those diminished chords and semitone shifts adding to the sense of mystery and intrigue. Next, some spacious, bombastic rock drums. And a real menacing, arpeggiated bass line. Okay, with those basic building blocks in place, it was time to start writing some lyrics, and I had a really good chat with Ollie from Kaizen about some themes to touch on, real keystones of the game. I wanted to make sure that the lyrics were relevant to those themes, of honouring promises, of family, of achieving dreams through clubbing together with your misfit friends, and a smattering of old gods and curses. I wrote the lyrics in English, so we got them translated to Japanese in a way that made sense linguistically and musically. And then, on the other side of the planet, Nas went to work. I had written a rough melody on the keyboard for Nas to follow and change up as necessary, and I also knew from listening to Nas's previous work that she is a master of vocal harmonies, so I'd suggested that maybe, if possible, a few of those would be really cool. And what she sent back, I could not believe.
なくした約束家族と引き換えに見つけた今死にゆく街で
I mean, just listen to that. I thought there would maybe be a few harmony lines here and there, but this is what Nas did. So many gorgeous, stacked vocals, and it is next level sublime. I could swim around in that audio all day, and the first time I heard it, I just about had to scrape my jaw off the floor. I just sat there listening to it over and over and over again, incredulous at this amazing performance that was being piped into my ears. Okay, so once I regained my composure, I started fleshing things out a bit more. I mean, just really small, light touches, like very, very minimal shamisen fills and crispy background piano. I also couldn't help allowing myself the indulgence of a guitar solo. And that's mostly it. There are a few more instruments in there, but again, they're generally very sparse and stripped back. They exist to complement the vocals, to help them shine as brightly as possible. I really hope you dig this track, and it thrills me when I hear cool people saying lovely things about it. I've even read a few comments from people saying they've driven around at the start of the game for hours listening to this song on repeat, and that's amazing. And if you're wondering what my favourite bit of the song is, Nas already mentioned it. It's this breakdown right here. So thank you loads for watching, for listening, for playing the game, and for being exceptionally cool about the soundtrack. It is so appreciated. An extra special thanks to everybody scooping it up on Bandcamp and even leaving kind reviews. It helps loads. The full soundtrack is also available in all the usual streaming spots across 2 releases. One has all of my music, including this track with Nas, and the other has all the incredible music by the amazing Ryo Koike. You can also still pre-order it on ludicrously gorgeous vinyl and cassette, courtesy of Black Screen Records. Thanks for watching. I'm Alpha Chrome Yayo. Keep promises, achieve dreams. Promise Mascot Agency forever.